well, welcome to the show. I see I'm wearing my attorney blazer today. I'm actually an attorney blazer, because I'm not actually an attorney. But I do have the lacquer still a little bit sticky. I might have overdone it a bit, but get this off a bit because it's sticky on my hands. I made this. Can you see that? Is it too green? Come on, focus. Focus. Anyways, it's the attorney badge. It's I put a picture in the Discord. It's got the little balance on it in the middle. You can't really see. You can probably see some of the texture. What's happening? I'm an attorney now, so this is my badge. I'm trying to put. I sprayed it with the lacquer so it would be shiny, because it's just polymer clay and it was matte to begin with. There's one on the left of the room. I think it's on the left. Yeah, so I sprayed it with the lacquer to be all shiny and it's still just a little bit tacky. I don't want to touch the yellow bit. Please. Please. This is why I don't put on makeup with my blazer. As soon as I try it, it starts getting difficult. Oh, wait, got it. Got it. There, I'm now officially a Japanese attorney. That's how it works, right? Alright, let's get into it. Oh, that's real toasty. Alright. Probably. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I haven't done any sculpting in a while, so I'm glad that it looks okay. And I was able to get all the little flecks of dust out with the alcohol after. Spray some ice cube alcohol, run it over with paper, get all the little lint out, because there's lint and dust all over this room. Alright, anywho, let's this green. And what button was it? This one. Uh-oh. Yes, fancy lawyer attire, because I'm a lawyer. I don't think I can. This thing's a little bit small. I got it in like first year, and I don't know how much, like, I probably haven't grown very much, but I did manage to put on like 5 pounds, which is an achievement for me because I was just perpetually skinny as a kid. Like scrawny skinny, not like a nice skinny, so, but it's a little bit tight in the arms, it fits maybe just a bit narrow, like an inch or two narrow in the shoulders, and it does not lie flat when I button it up. But that's besides the point. It's December 27th at 10:28 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edward. They're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Looks fine on camera even if it was a bit IRL. Thank you. It doesn't matter if you can only see like here and up. I don't know if I'm on the spot. Oh right. And you found the balloon and the air tank that night, right? Yeah. You didn't find the air tank because we found the air tank. Liar. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Hmm? Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When I fell into the lake, when he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened, and I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick! No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. I'm guessing that when you said that's a good question, you're referring to why his fingerprints were on the gun? Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Coffee. Ah! Some like really fluffy hair, probably a thread actually. Just fell in my coffee when I was about to take a sip. Coffee. Ugh. A little bit burnt. I was expecting as much because I think I might have overpacked the grounds because it took a real long time before it actually started like pouring out the espresso, which yeah, usually means burnt coffee. It's not super burnt, but it's like a little bit smoky tasting. Got an edge to it. Not as the one I did yesterday was really good actually, really nice flavor. I don't know what I did wrong. I must have just packed it too much. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Edgeworth coffee. Cause it's bitter. Right. Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. I have the tripod like teetering on here. My little desk platform. But it's nothing. Von Karma didn't even have time to prepare his witness. Just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our fifth break. Okay, I have to calibrate Larry's voice when I do this. Alright, do you even lift, bro? Okay. Night of the murder. That night, I was out, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So, I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake. I didn't see a boat. After I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Single gunshot? Single? Only one? Uno? That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, though I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Okay, we're not going to press him. We're just going to present our evidence of the two gunshots. What is testimony? What is deposition? Objection! Okay, it was left side. Oh, but I need to have it further down on the lapel. I'm not gonna move it right now, it's still tacky. Wait a sec, Larry? What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Customer's always right. Mr. Boss. What? You only heard one gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How can you not be sure? Yeah, well, I, might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude. With my headphones. What? Order, and stop all that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Yes. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. What? Leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Witness testimony. Larry heard. It's, we're only being alone on Christmas Eve, brah. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Objection! Objection! Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. It's not a charade. Lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an old request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Press. What was he saying? Was he saying the time? Oh, she? What did she say? Objection! Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said to us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. What? Hold it. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. No, Todd, one gunshot before midnight does not match everyone else's testimony, but it does match the fact that there was 2 gunshots later and 3 bullets missing. Come on, Phoenix, step up your game! Gotta press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Definitely too many words to be charades. I still loved playing charades when I was a kid. I haven't played in so long, though. Present. 2 gunshots just after midnight. There we go. Objection! Larry, are you absolutely sure that what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know that I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor. Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Got him! Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? He's correct? 3 bullets fired! 3, Your Honor! Mary's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight! Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. 3 bullets fired! 3 bullets fired! It's almost Christmas, yes. If it's not, it's almost Christmas, it's not Christmas. Unless it's almost Christmas in the US than it is Christmas in Japan. And since this game takes place simultaneously in LA and in Tokyo, I think, somewhere in Japan, then it is both Christmas and almost Christmas all the time, depending on which version of you're playing. Not really. Okay, this is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol is bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Ooh, shots fired! Not that kind of shots fired. Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. Bah! You waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. I was doing more of a judge voice than a karma voice there by accident. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. I feel like the three shots fired, he said he heard a gunshot right when the DJ was saying it's almost Christmas. That should be enough, guys. Come on. I mean, I know Von Karma's a bit of a jerk, but like, come on, Judge. Side with me for once. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Oh, let's do a quick save. Those exclamation marks just popped up. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Bunch wasn't just hearing things? Okay, let's see about Lotta's camera, because if it was set up, depending on when it was set up, that could be a reason that she didn't take 2 photos. Oh wait, hold on. No, let's actually check about her photos, because that might be it too. Lotta's deposition, 2 gunshots just after midnight. Pistol, murder weapon. Turns out, it was those kind of shots and Edgeworth just murdered a man with his words. Yeah. Murdered him with sick burns. Where is that extra photo from... Oh, here it is. Taken at 11:50 p.m. There we go. Take that. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lana Hart, with her automatic camera. Oh wait, I have to hold it like him. There you go. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th. That's probably very loud. December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Got him! Got him! I'm like aggressively clicking my pen in excitement. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were two sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Look at this graph. I love graphs. I love good graphs. I hate bad graphs. I hate graphs that do a bad job of displaying data. And, very passionate about that. Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshot separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! Good, because I don't. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch it, you just watch and let me... I just did halfway between Phoenix and Maya voice. Which is probably just my voice, actually. You just watch and let me know if there's anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick? Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Yes! What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Precisely the opposite. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder... Where's his attorney badge? Because that little gold thing looks like, on his lapel, just looks like it's more part of the embroidery detail in this lapel. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and victim, Robert Hannon, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I got really excited and almost slipped out of his voice. All the gestures and stuff are just so fun. It's one of the best things about doing this on stream, because if I was playing, like when I'm playing this by myself, I don't sit there and like play in the game and then start like yelling and pointing at things, but because I have an audience, I can yell and point at things and slam my desk. It's very exciting. I have to admit, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on that photo says 00:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Oh, that's in my head. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. It's Edgeworth. It's not Hammond. Hammond was already dead. It's gotta be Edgeworth and the murderer. Setting him up for that photo. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Nani? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us what the name of the murderer. Tell us the name of the murderer then. Murderer's name? Right. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. Nani? The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? This is a case about a boat. What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. Okay, so somewhere that Lotta wouldn't have seen anything. Probably at the boathouse, right? Take that! Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way, he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Ah, Eagle, you did it? So disappointed in you. Just to think, I have a murderer. I have a murderer in my fan group? I have a murderer in my viewers? And one of my regs? One of the regulars is a murderer, what am I gonna do? This is a tragedy. But you're in the States, so there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, Canadians aren't allowed to call the American police, so that's a law. It's in, like, the Declaration of Independence or something. And the Canadian Book of Laws and stuff. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. His little boat going around. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. You'd call the police, but you're too nice. Yeah, it would be a little bit rude. I mean, like, you're all the way over there, just minding your own business. It's, you know, I don't even know if a confession of guilt, I mean, I think the statute of limitations on this is about to expire anyways, so it's not like they can convict you in time. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in a boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? It was the shop caretaker, to make it look like a murder happened out on the boat. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth, on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Ugh, details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Get to make a witness! I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit, and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol on the boat, in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Well, you're here every day. You're definitely, I think you qualify as a fan. Either that or you're a stalker, so I mean, I prefer one of those over the other. No, I'm kidding though. I very much enjoy your company on screen. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. This is the way. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Oh, we haven't even got to the best part yet. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. You'll see the fan description now. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna take a pause. Because I have a joke about fans. This guy, one of your classic, lives with his parents, spends all his money on his hobbies, instead of, moving out to his own place and getting some independence. And that hobby of his is, collecting tractors. And just tractors, he generally really likes tractors. He's got tractor manuals, a whole collection of different manuals, little scale models and miniatures, posters, and all that jazz. He likes to go to conventions, like farming conventions, where he can, check out all the latest technology. Really loves the tractors, this guy. But one day his mom steps in and tells him, "Look, son, I know you love tractors, but I think it's time that you moved out. I want to downsize and move to a small apartment, so you need to save up and get your own place to live." And so he thinks about it a bit, and he decides that, she's right. It's not fair for her to have to keep the big house that they grew up in just because he, spends his money on his hobby and not on an apartment or his own place to live. So he sells what he can from his collection of merchandise and, puts the rest in storage. And he gets a place, he's got a good job, he's living his life, he's meeting new people, and he actually starts dating a bit too. He goes on a date with this girl, and they're going out to a nice restaurant, but unfortunately there aren't any tables available in the smoking area. And when they get to their seats, the girl that he's on a date with has a bit of a reaction to the smoke. Maybe she's asthmatic or something, but he doesn't ask. He just inhales and clears up all of the smoke from everyone's cigarettes and blows it away. His date's amazed. She's not coughing anymore. Her lungs feel great. She says, "That's amazing. How did you do that?" And he says, "Oh, well, it's pretty easy. I'm an Extractor fan." Extractor fan. You're welcome. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor— oh, bailiff. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. If you need it, and by that I mean I absolutely love it. Thank you. I got that from one of my friends from engineering school. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. Oh, wait, yeah. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. Oh my gosh, this is only day 2, I forgot. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Bang! To clean my glasses. $50 glasses. These ones are fancy. I got them at the rocket competition. Blue Origin, the rocket company. Don't fit very well over glasses though. September 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. You're Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? Oh, I have to sneeze. I have to sneeze! Excuse me. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? Memory of a murder. To be continued. Alright, what time is it? It's only 4 o'clock. This is gonna be a long case. We might go overtime today, just so we can finish it, because we're starting day 3. Unless the investigation takes a really long time, then I won't start the court trial part. But we might be able to finish it today. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Memory of a crime that I committed. Memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. but he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? I have to sneeze. Sneeze, do it. I dare you. Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint. Right, hold on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Alright. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about it? Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha 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 ha. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Need a smell with me, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. He's an edgy boy. With his hair and his little dicky or his ascot or whatever it is. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that not? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and... who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he needs me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough of the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? What? Hey Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kinda forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? Yeah, like in Danganronpa. You have to find out who the murderer was. Or everyone dies. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it.
Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was you! Thief! Give the money back! You're such a meanie! No one play with him! Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no more borrowing my eraser. You didn't even be allowed in the relay race. Give me my cents back, my 50 cents back. I loan you.
That was a lot of stuff real fast. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. That's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs.
Miles? Oh, look at his little bow tie. Look at her little edgy boy with his little bow tie. And we're borrowing my eraser. My school was pencils. You leave your pencils in in your desk, at usually at the front edge of your desk, and they would always be gone in the morning.
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Deliver her.
Why don't you all just shut up? Oh, that one was supposed to be Nick. Or Butts, I mean.
This is how it always is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Man, $38 in 3rd grade, that's a lot of money. You got maybe $20 in your birthday card if you were lucky from a grandma or something. And yeah. $38, that's a lot. That would have been a lot to a 3rd grade kid. That's how it happened. After that, the 3 of us were best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd have been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So, I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the books. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The L6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later that I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. Guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on— oh, he's in pain, and no one's on his side. That looked like such a Maya thing to say. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying that I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! Nick!
Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. It's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It very well may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean up some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay, how much stuff is left in our court record? We've still got Gumshoe's metal detector if we haven't returned that to him. We've got the picture of Maya's mom. We've got the picture of the gun shop happening. Probably, I'm assuming, the envelope. Manila envelope's probably the autopsy report. I don't know what picture this is. The overhead map. Bullet. The gun. Parrot. The DL6 case file, right? I forgot about that. And then the DL6 photograph. Alright, where are you guys gonna go first? Let's see. I'm thinking it might be a good idea to talk to Criminal Affairs first. Or we could go to the boat shop. Maybe let's go to the boat shop first. December. My numbers keep flipping between 2 and 4 for some reason. It never settles at 3. It's always 2 or 4 viewers. December 27th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. Hey, pal. Long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. But no problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. Smooth criminal?
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
One other thing.
Eek!
No one can go into the woods today.
The woods?
Oh, well, my phone might be confusing. That's possible. Better not be ruining my statistics. I'm just kidding. Where Ravana was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently a park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. It's at 3 now. My phone still says 2, but sometimes it takes a minute to catch up. Gourd Lake Public Beach. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work.
I wonder what the sign says. This one, right there.
This lake sure likes to cause problems, doesn't it?
Oh, I guess it thought I clicked on the lake. Huh?
I mean, everything that's happened here turned out to be a lie.
You're 40 seconds behind. Oh boy, that's a lot.
40 was a lie, and the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were all lies.
I guess you're right.
I mean, I'm glad the charges were all lies, but still.
Alright, nothing interesting. Go to the boat shop, boat shop, boat shop! Number 27, boat rental shop.
The caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon. See?
Mr. Gosberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not sure. Oh, well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grosberg was doing here anyway?
Let me set my browser time test. Huh? Oh, are you like, is that like you sent the message so you can see how long it takes? What's going on with my phone? We're choppy, but that might just be because, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have that running on my phone at the same time, actually. Okay, who knows? To the caretaker shack. Is it unlocked? Polly! December 27th, caretaker shack. Nobody's home. Hello? Hello? Ah!
Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello? Hello? Ah! It's actually a whole minute. What's wrong with your internet? Oh no. Switch to data. If you don't go anywhere, it's not like you need it anyways. Although, I have like 10 gigabytes of data that's just like sitting useless on my phone because I'm always at home with internet. So, yeah, kind of sucks because I had to like upgrade my plan when I got a new phone. So it wasn't like I could keep less. Yeah, anyways. It's like, great, I have unlimited data and high speed for 10 gigs, and I'm not going anywhere where that's useful. I guess I could just, like, go to a random park and lie in the grass and watch Netflix, if it was warm out. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parent to fend for herself. Hello? Hello? Ah! Examine! Open the safe!
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1, 2, 3, 8. Ah! Oh yeah, Grand's computer. Yeah. I was mostly joking because I don't think data is normally faster unless you have a really poor connection.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Aww. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something about it in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter?
Let's... Well, I'm so sorry that you're stuck behind. It's possible it could be on my end. I don't know what Thatcher's doing, if it's using up a lot of bandwidth, or if my computer's just having trouble, because it does always go a little bit, it does struggle a little bit with the emulator. But they love me.
Boring.
There's no name or signature on this. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth?
Nick, why would Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing.
Oh.
Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting in the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail.
What do you think it means, Nick?
It means we were right. I think it's you with buffering a lot. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it gets better. Yeah, that's... Hopefully it gets better. Bad internet's the worst. I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? What does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Definitely proves that the caretaker did it. I mean, I guess the person who wrote the letter could have done it, but then the caretaker wouldn't have kept the letter in a safe in that case. So it was definitely him.
Polly. Maybe you should take care of Polly, Nick.
Probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He simply can't take you.
Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Well, I guess that's it. Saltwater fish, we already know about that. Maybe should we check the TV? Maybe we should check the garbage can.
Ah!
What's wrong?
Oh, never mind.
What? Tell me.
Just, when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week.
Oh. I wasn't trying to click on the TV, I wanted to click on the wasted.
See, that's why I didn't want to tell you.
Garbage can. Look at the garbage. No, not that again. Okay, I don't think there's anything here then. Let's go talk to Grossberg. I'm sure he will be interested in that letter that we just found. What did I just do that for? Ah. Move. Public beach. Move. The entrance. Move. Rosberg. Can't go straight there. Let's check the Military Smart first then. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today.
Oh, really?
He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Alright, let's examine the chief and see what he's not working on today. This must be the chief of detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? That's not possible. The world ended yesterday? He must be reading predictions for the future on someone's homepage. Guys, we all know that the world ended... What year is it? The world ended 9 years ago, right? 2012. This has all just been a fever dream ever since. Okay, let's go talk to Prosper. Oh, we can't get to Prosper. Okay, well, let's go back to our office then.
One day left, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going.
December 27th, Frostburg Law Offices. He's out again.
When does he work anyway?
Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Okay, I guess we're gonna go to the detention center and see how Edgy's doing. Oh, he looks sad. Look at our little sad boy. December 27th, detention center, visitors room. We look as grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard a story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. We had a history exam on the last day of the world, and we were sitting there, and our teacher would play classical music, and would play classical music. Suddenly, the end of the world as we know it song comes on. That's funny. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Talk. Why are you a prosecutor? Should I get Edgeworth's haircut? I want to get a haircut soon. Should I get that? The babies doing like... And then pull everything else back? Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right? But I'm not that good a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. I was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in the court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him.
So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well not possible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth? What you're saying is true. You're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. But he's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit.
No kidding.
Oh, that was supposed to be a Phoenix pink voice. Yeah, let's show him that letter. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So, he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi?
Suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent.
Let's have a little discussion about that, shall we?
Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Help! Get outside! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yamiyogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent.
But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you.
You mean the nightmare?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of murder. I think the time has come to tell all.
Tell me about your nightmares. Let me make it better. Let me fix you. Let me fix the sad, edgy boy.
That actually, I don't have a savior complex despite sometimes looking like a manic pixie dream girl. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
Well, what kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Did Edgeworth kill his dad? Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up all my air. What? Stop breathing in my air. I'll stop you. Oh, whoops, wrong voice. What are you? Stop breathing my air. No. Father.
He's attacking Father.
Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol.
Get away! Get away from my father!
Bang!
Ah!
And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right?
That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut up memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it that way, this letter makes perfect sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad.
What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about DL6 incident, maybe.
There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6.
Strasburg? Or are you talking about, like, your mom or your sister? Gonna summon someone? Let's go talk to Grosberg. I'm sure he knows something. Okay, so we're definitely not going to be doing the last trial today. But we'll do that next week. And I don't know, I'll finish off the investigation bit. But just as a heads up, we will not be doing the court session today because it's almost 5 o'clock. Eagle, it sounds like you're making predictions that seem to be going the right way. I'm not going to spoil anything, but that does seem to be the case based on what we've heard so far. December 27th, Grosberg Law Offices. Mr. Grosberg. Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not.
But my. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, hmm?
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
I see. So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder...
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm? The feelings in this trial, it's possible. It's very, famous as far as detective game trials go, and there's also an anime that covers the same story, so...
Well...
Also, consider this. Though you quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth, so deep you want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real, as you imagine. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. Never saw the beginning, but you remember something on what's-his-face. Von Karma.
No. I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
Tell me more about the statute of limitations.
For the viewers who don't know, kidding, that's not an option. I only know about it because of this game. Well, what do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he might have had one peer, now that I'm thinking of it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister.
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. Yesterday I played one of these games and I saw the end of one of the game on stream first. I didn't know if Edgeworth shot his dad. No surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
I see.
Let's ask about, Mimi? No. Mimi, not Mimi. Maya, Mia. What's their mom's name? Amy is the original. We don't know about that yet, but that's not really a spoiler. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, that's her name. Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Let's show him the letter. Oh wait, we kind of told him about the book, didn't we? He already responded to it separate from revenge. So it's not yet. Is there anything else you want to show him? I don't think so. Alright, let's go back to the detention center. Oh no, there wasn't a... Show the new timestamp with this new information. Oh, we were just there. What am I doing? Yup. Let's go back to our office. Maybe I should just ask Maya what to do. What do you think we should do now, Maya? You would know best, Nick. Thanks. Just do what you do. That should work. Thanks. Super helpful. Okay. Fine. We'll go to the criminal affairs department. We'll just check all the locations. And if not, then it's probably something else that we have to talk to Edgeworth of Frostburg about. Holly's still here? Okay. I guess we'll go back to Frostburg and see if we missed anything that we should have shown him. It could have been Edgeworth too. We'll show him, we'll see if there's anything to show him too. Detention center. Check the clock dialogues. Nothing there. Present. Show him this. Sorry. I'm not sure I can help you with that. Let's show him our badge. Okay. Sometimes they have fun responses when you show off your attorney's badge. It's in the deal 6 case file. It was that case that changed my life. Tomorrow on December 28th, the statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow, can that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's show him a picture of his dead dad. Nick, no! That's a photo of his father. Don't show him that. You're right. Okay. Alright, Maya. You got me there. What is it? Nothing. Huh? We already showed him the letter. Okay, so let's go back and talk to Frostburg and see if we can show him anything. Show him... Let's try showing him the letter. Oh, cool. So this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi is holding this letter. When you killed Hammond. But I killed Robert Hammond. Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict, but no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon. You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Gonna say it could only be Manfred von Karma out of all of those options. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time in court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Von Karma, tell me about him! If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, he would know that he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no! But how could von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. But what do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. Tell me more. Like, what kind of scarred? What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty von Karma had ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. Have you guys seen the video of like lightsaber battles, but all the lightsaber noises are replaced with Owen Wilson saying wow? Because it's very funny. It must have been quite a shock for von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea, or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe! You have a strange idea about vacations, Matt. Really? Because I feel like those are, like, probably, like, my top 3. Add in Japan, which has mountains and seas in it, but, I like going places with beaches, I like going places with mountains, I like going, well, I want to see Europe. I've seen a bit of Europe, but not, like, I haven't seen most of Western Europe. I've only been to, like, the Mediterranean area, when I was, like, 12 or so. Can't really why. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wants to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick?
When Karma is going to bring up deal 6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to deal 6?
I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder. It's manslaughter, murder in the 3rd degree. I know that. I just believe in Edward's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick! Well, what's this link? You just send me the, Nope, that's not Owen Wilson. Lightsaber noises. Oh, is it a comedian? Okay. Eagle just sent me something in a private message on Discord. It was a YouTube video, probably something making fun of my Canadian accent.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him beyond the grave.
I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grasberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials.
Hey, is that it?
Do you have 2 to go talk to now?
Convention Center? Criminal Affairs?
Oh, here we go. Number 27, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if you could go check out the records room again?
Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room.
Nick, let's hurry.
Oh boy. December 27, Police Department Records Room.
Dusty is on the ways.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Oh, with that drawer open.
Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking at it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases.
Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty.
What? What are you doing in What are you doing in here? Oh, he's scary from the front. I don't like that. Go away. I don't like that. Don't show me him from the front. He's like when you look at a bald eagle straight on and its face doesn't make sense. Say Maya.
Von Karma!
You. How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team?
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. Oh god, I don't like the look he's giving us. He's gonna murder us right now, isn't he? They're like thugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy is Edward's mentor. God, I don't want to talk to him! I don't like this! I know this isn't a horror game, but God, I feel so uncomfortable right now. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You're right. The Von Karma is going to bring up Deal 6 in court tomorrow. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterward? The son of your most bitter rival? That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Okay, is there anything else for us to examine? Give this file back to you. Here are the files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here. Wow, these are all case reports? Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases. Yes, my sister's case report is in here too, quietly gathering dust. I didn't think there was going to be anything here. I'm sure we're probably supposed to show him something. Let's show him this letter. He's probably gonna like knock us unconscious and steal it like that other guy. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. Oh, wrong voice. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter! Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? Stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. That's not how bolts work. Bolts don't go through your body. It's applied across your body and the current goes through your body. 600,000. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now, give me the letter. No. No! Oh, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! Maya! Out of my way! Ah! Well, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the Deal 6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya! Open your eyes! Maya! The letter! Did he take it? So proud of me. Oh, for the thing about voltage and current? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. No good as a lawyer or a medium, and I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh, Maya, stop having self-confidence issues. We need you. Maya. There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? GL6 incident. Evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Giancarlo was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. To be continued. There we go. That's what we're gonna call it a day. Because this is gonna be one heck of a trial. Let me tell ya. But I'll do it because I'm an attorney. I'll win.